This video will go over one way to collect, prepare, and cook the shoots of the cattail plant. But first, let's go over what the cattail plant is. Cattails grow in water. They are filter plants that naturally clean the water by absorbing contaminants out of the water. Because of this, always collect cattails from a clean water source and never from roadsides or drainage ditches. Cattails can be confused with the poisonous iris, especially when collecting the young shoots, which is when the plant can most likely resemble the iris. Be sure to use many resources when identifying, and if in doubt, do not collect. One of the best ways to ensure you have cattail is to look for the previous year's stalks, which often still have their cattail seeds from the previous year. These seed heads look like corn dogs, and when they go to seed, become fluffy. New growth will occur at the base of these stalks. Once you have identified your cattails and found a clean water source, go ahead and collect the shoots by cutting them at their base. The part of the cattail shoot you will be eating is the tender inner core. To get to this core, you must first remove the outer leaves. These leaves can be saved for weaving projects later on. After removing some of the outer leaves, I cut the bottom portion of the shoot off, which is the part that we will be utilizing for food. Once you have your shoots cut down to size, continue to remove the outer leaves until you get to the inner leaves that are more tender. One way to know if you have removed enough leaves is to try to rip a leaf. You want the leaf to be able to tear easily. You now have your tender, edible shoot. At this stage, you can experiment with how you want to prepare your cattail. For this recipe, begin by chopping your cattail shoots and chopping an onion. Melt butter over medium heat and add your cattails. Saute for a couple minutes. Next, you're going to add in your onion, and you're going to want to cook this until the onion is translucent for a couple of minutes. And finally, for this recipe, I added pasta, which was pre-cooked. I mixed it all together in the pan and let that cook for a minute or two. And then I finished it with salt, pepper, and Parmesan cheese. From my personal experience, I find that going out amongst the cattail is truly one of my favorite activities. There is something that I find so calming about their presence. Perhaps it is the way the light dances off their leaves, or maybe it is being by the water. I truly hope that you are able to find some cattail by you to get to know. The cattail can add so much to our lives. They are edible, medicinal, and utilitarian. This is just one way to explore this wonderful friend. Until next time, be well.